if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Now, there's no doubt about it that in modern warfare, communications are vital. And that's why I've sent a strong letter to the War Office demanding that we should have wireless sets without delay.
What happened to that very strong letter to the War Office demanding Bren guns, sir?
We're not discussing guns now, Wilson. Now, in the event of the wireless sets not arriving before Adolf kicks off, I intend to capture some from his first wave.
Sir, I should like to volunteer to be in charge of the Nazi wireless set capturing party, sir. I should enjoy that.
Yes, all right, Corporal. That's something we can come to much later on.
I would like to suggest, sir, that we only use our bayonets so we do not destroy the Nazi wireless machines with our bullets.
Yes, it's a very good suggestion. I'll make a note of that.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the point is this, that having obtained the wireless sets, how do we send a message?
They usually say, calling all cars, there's a stick up at the corner of 93rd and 7th.
I don't think that would help us very much, Frank.
There's plenty of stick-ups when old Jonesy gets let loose with his bayonet.
Yes, all right. Now, I have studied the correct procedure, so if you'll all pick up your wireless sets, I'll show you. Incidentally, I'm very grateful to everybody who supplied these cocoa tins and treacle tins. I see some of them had some Old English humbugs in.
I was lost stopping out of a tooth with an Old English humbug.
Yeah, toffees are worse, sir. I broke me up a set with a toffee once.
I once choked on a gobstopper.
That's right, Frank. I've forgotten that. You're quite right. I've forgotten.
Uncle had to bang me on the back. I met him for banging me too hard.
Yeah, all right. Don't let's go into all this, please.
Marshmallows.
I beg your pardon?
Marshmallows. Kinder on the teeth.
Good. Now, as you no doubt remember from your childhood, if you speak into the tin at one end, you will hear the voice in the tin at the other, provided, and this is most important, provided that you keep the string absolutely tight.
Turkish delight was nice and soft.
Fraser. What have I just said?
We've got to be absolutely tight.
No, I'm asking Fred.
I'm sorry, sir, my mind was wandering.
Now, as you know, with a wireless set, you cannot speak and hear at the same time, which is why the correct procedure has to be adopted. So, you'll just hang on there. I'll show you what the... I'll show you what the correct procedure is. Right, thank you, Jones. Now, when we first set the switch set on, we're in the listening position. So everybody listen. All right?
I think
Sorry, sir, my communication cord's a bit short, sir.
All right, everyone in the listening position, please.
I think I can hear the sea.
You must have a pilchard tin.
Wilson, put that to your ear, will you?
I'm sorry, sir, but there's a little bit of an Old English humbug stuck at the bottom of this tin. I'd rather like to have it.
How can I out with this pencil?
Look, leave it where it is for the time being. Wilson!
All right.
Put it to your ear,
Sorry, sir,
please.
we'll do it later. Right.
Now, to commence proceedings, I put the microphone to my mouth and I speak into it thus.
Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Report my signals, all stations Charlie 1. Over.
Was that quite clear to everybody?
Speaking for myself, I never heard a single one.
I heard your voice with the tin, sir. It was terribly good. It really was. Absolutely wonderful.
Yes, well, what I was saying was, hello, all stations Charlie 1. Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Report my signals, all stations Charlie 1. Over.
What's Charlie 1?
But Charlie 1 is Sergeant Wilson's call sign. I was using the call sign.
Well, how do we know who's who?
It's perfectly simple, really. I'm saying hello to all of you, you see. And Wilson is Charlie 1, Fraser's Charlie 2, you're Charlie 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, and so on.
But if you're speaking to me, sir, why don't you say hello, Charlie 2?
Because you would say that if you were speaking to me. You would say hello, Charlie 2.
Ah, you mean I say hello to me?
No, you're saying hello to me.
Why don't I say hello, Charlie 1?
Well, because because that's not the way it's done.
Excuse me, are we all Charlie ones too?
Now, let us imagine for the time being that all this side is headquarters, and we're all saying hello, all stations Charlie 1. All right, now let's do this
Just a
together.
moment, sir. My name really is Charlie. Now, does that make any difference?
No, not at all. Right, come along. All together now.
Hello, Station Charlie 1. Hello, Station Charlie 1.
Yes, that wasn't really very good, was it?
Yes, sir. Why can't we use Boy Scouts, sir? They can run very fast and they can nip through little holes in the hedges, sir. Boy Scouts are very good at that sort of thing.
Shall we have another go?
Yes. Right.
Hello, Mr. Yeatman.
Hello, Miss Rogers. Sorry to hear about your headquarters last night.
Yeah, blown to bits it was.
Did you suffer any personal loss or injury?
Only my spare trousers.
What a blessing you wasn't in them.
I'll say a splinter went right through the seat.
The good Lord must have been watching over you.
He was. I was in the boozer.
He moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform.
Yes. Is Napoleon in?
Yes, but you're not to let him worry you, because the vicar says you can use his office and anything else you want.
Yes. Well, I better word with the town clerk, so I shouldn't have any trouble.
Well, you must have somewhere to do your air raid precautions, mustn't you? Otherwise, where will we all be?
Well, thank you, Mr. Yeatman.
I'm very glad your lot are here. It's been all tribulation with Mannering.
Is it? Right.
What's tribulation?
Well, it's cat.
Right, now we'll follow with you, Wilson. Right.
Just a minute, sir. Before you go any further, do you know, sir, if you pull these through in a certain way, sir, they make a noise like a chicken who's about to pass an egg. Do you know, sir? You listen up, sir.
What are you teaching them? Cat's cradle?
Come on, underneath this lot. Come on. What exactly do you think you're doing?
I think you and I better have a talk in the office, private-like.
I don't wish to speak to you at all.
Well, you're going to have to, so let's get cracking.
Take over, Wilson, will you? Don't take a minute. Hold that, Joe.
Right, sir.
Now, look here, Hodges.
No, you look here, Mannering. My headquarters has been put out of action, and I've official permission to use these premises here.
On whose authority?
See for yourself. Yep. Now, I'm a reasonable sort of man. I know you and I have had our differences in the past, but we are both on the same side, and I want to be generous. I don't want to, I don't want to, be standoffish, and I'm prepared to go shares with you. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Now, this half here with your chair you can have. This half here is me, right? Draw a line here like this. Got it?
Just a moment. What are you doing?
Well, now, when it comes to the desk, you keep your stuff over there, and I'll keep my stuff over here, right?
How dare you mark my desk?
I've only been trying to fair and reasonable.
Rub this out at once.
Yeah, and I shall chalk it again. I can chalk quicker than you can rub, mate. Yeah, that'll be enough of that. Now, you probably noticed both the doors here are in my half. Now, I want to be fair, so I'm going to draw a chalk line on the floor like this here. There we are, and another one like this here. Now, that's Tom Tiddler's ground.
Oh, I've had enough of this nonsense.
You're standing on my bit. Get off. Now, the only thing I have to insist on is the telephone. That has to be on my side.
Oh, no, it doesn't. That is my artery of communication. If Hitler invades anywhere along the coast first, that is how I shall learn of it.
Yes, and it's my artery every time the siren sounds. If Hitler's coming, I'll take a message for you.
That stays there, and I'll give you 5 seconds to get out of my office.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going.
Oh, right. Wilson! Jones! Escort this person from my headquarters.
Look, mate, I'm staying. This is my headquarters.
Carry my orders out.
Right, so would you mind awfully leaving the office as the captain says?
Look, I've got official permission. There it is in black and white.
If you don't move out of here, you'll get this right up you and you will not like it.
Now, look here, Gandhi.
What?
Look, you haven't heard the last of this. I'm telling you, you haven't heard the last of it. Get off.
Well done, Jones.
They don't like the old cold steel, sir. Most of them cannot countenance it.
Right. Let's resume our lecture.
He's done it this time. He's done it.
Whatever's up, Miss Rogers? You look as if you're a soul in torment.
Fetch him. Fetch the vicar. It's that Mannering. Oh, I shall have to sit down. I'll have one of my funny turns.
You sit down here and I'll get his reverence.
He threatened me with a bayonet.
Never.
It's true, a bayonet.
He who liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. And that goes for bayonets and all.
Now, you're not going over when I say over. So let's do it in turn, shall we all? My file will say it first, and then Wilson's file will say it after. All right, 1, 2, 3. Over. Over. Yes, that's better. That's much better.
I think I got the hang of it, sir. Can I do it on my own?
We're not quite ready for that, Jones.
Oh, let me go solo. Let me go solo, sir.
Oh, very well.
This should be good.
Hello, all stations, Charlie 1. Hello, all stations, Charlie 1. Report my signals, all stations, Charlie 1. Over.
That was very good, Jones.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Excellent. You got that quite correct.
Thank you very much, sir. I bet they all thought I couldn't do that.
You did it beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not such a fool as I may think I am.
All right, now let's try it again. Tighten your strings.
Sir.
Right. Now keep the strings tight. Whatever you...
I have given Mr. Hodges here permission to use my office. Now I understand he's been molested.
Look, Vicar, I'm very busy. Supposing I see you in my office in 20 minutes' time.
It is not your office, it is my office, and I have lent it to Mr. Hodges.
What did I say? I told him, didn't I? I told him.
You did?
You are interrupting vital training for the defense of the realm. Kindly go away.
No, I will not. And I want to get to my office, so kindly take all your silly little bits of string out of my way.
I will not.
Well, I shall report you to the bishop and to the police.
Oh, never so damn childish.
Don't you profane his reverence like that.
Don't let's have any impertinence from you either.
Oh, so that's the way it is it? Follow me, Vicar.
Well, I think it's a cheek Hodges using this as his ARP headquarters.
Well, I can't see old Mannering being pushed around much longer. I mean, after all, he tried to cooperate, but what can you do with a bloke like Hodges? I mean, he's so dead common.
You're right there, Joe. He is common.
One thing I can't stand is common people.
I know that you're being quite fair. You know, Mr. Hodges does a very good job as ARP warden, and it's a dangerous job, too.
Well, I don't say he don't do it well. All I say is he does it uncouth.
If only Mr. Mannering had put a curse on him.
A curse? How can he put a curse on anybody?
I've seen it done, no?
When?
Nigh on 50 years ago, when I was trading coral in the South Seas with a friend of mine.
Was that the one that got eaten by a squid?
No, son. This is a different friend. Jethro, his name was. One day, we were anchored off a wee island, about 20 miles west of Samoa. And Jethro told me that he'd heard that there was a ruined temple in the center of the island with a huge idol that had a ruby the size of a duck's egg set in its forehead. She was determined to get it. So as soon as it was dark, we rowed ashore, armed to the teeth, and set off through the jungle to find the temple. After about 2 hours, hacking our way through the undergrowth, we came to a clearing. There was the temple, the ruined temple, covered with jungle creepers. The place was deserted. We crept inside, and there it was. A huge idol with a great ruby in its forehead. As the shafts of moonlight struck down through the holes in the roof, it burned like fire. Jethro gave a cry of triumph, jumped up on the idol, and hacked the ruby out of its forehead with his knife. All this time, I could feel eyes, horrible unseen eyes, staring at us. I could stand it no longer. I shouted, "Let's get out!" and we turned to go. And then we saw it. Barring our way in the doorway was the witch doctor. He gave a scream that turned my blood to ice. He shook a bunch of bones in Jethro's face, and he cursed him. After all these years, I can still hear that terrible curse. "Death!" he screamed. "Death! The ruby will bring you death! Death!"
Did the curse come true, Mr. Fraser?
Aye, son, it did. He died. Last year, he was 86.
Come on, do the job, he says. Pour in his street lights, open order. Take them out from me.
I thank you, Gordon. Now, I've had a word with Area HQ, the Civil Defence people, and the Secretary of the Council, who happens to be a fellow Rotarian. And I can assure you that I've given them a piece of my mind. And these ARP people will be cleared out of here just as soon as possible.
But not this week.
But not this week. All right, I'll tell you. So in the meantime, we must behave in a true Christian manner, and as far as possible, ignore them.
Hey, right, wheel! Hey, right,
Wheel! Time! Hold! Hello! What? Please, Bob. Right, wrist!
Guard left, dress!
That's enough of that, Mannering.
You started it.
Yeah, well, you would take it up more than you were after the all.
I've got twice as many troops as you.
Call these troops. God blimey, the Bath Chair Fusiliers.
How would you like a bunch of fives up the Uda?
I think it's already had one, Joe.
Oh, that's brave, isn't it? 10 to 1.
Listen, Buddy, this town's not big enough for both of us.
Don't start anything.
How dare you push me?
Hello, the rear.
Saved by the bell.
Right, I'll sort you out later. Get your postman.
Right in duty, man.
Mrs. Cole on the telephone. Miss Robinson, take charge of the incident map.
Taylor, make up your defence points. And the medical tea rooms and patrol from there to Timothy White.
General, get the fire going. We might be here all night. Gets a bit parky later on.
Right. Jones, keep your sector in reserve here.
Very good, sir.
And keep that over your side.
Now look, Hodges. I'm doing my best to tolerate your presence, but you're being absolutely insufferable.
You're never going to get a light like that. I mean, after all, the wood's damp and the chimney's cold. What you want's a fire lighter.
I haven't got any.
Oh, well, I can help you there. There you go. That'll get it going before you can say gunpowder. Ninepence to you.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Joe! What? Hold on, son. That's trading with the enemy.
Yes, right. Thank you very much. Yes, let me have a report in the morning. Thank you. Right. Right. Cut that out. Not during an alert. I shall be receiving a constant stream of reports on that tonight.
And I shall be receiving my orders from the War Office through my superior officer.
Warmington ARP.
Number 1 Platoon Headquarters, Warmington on Sea Home Guard.
Yes, it is for you, Captain Waringham.
Of course. Good evening, sir. Captain Mannering here. Oh. Hello, Elizabeth.
You can pack that in, carrying on and chats with your bits of stuff.
Do you mind? This happens to be my good lady.
Yes, well, tell her to cut it short.
No, What? Of course I can't come home. Not just now. Well, if you're really frightened, why don't you sit in the cupboard under the stairs, as usual? I'm sure a bomb is far more dangerous than a mouse.
Your careless talk costs lives.
Hey, I'll try another one.
Oh,
You know the trouble, I expect some sparrows laid a nest somewhere up there. They do a lot of that, they lay a nest, you know, sparrows do it up the top of the chimney.
Well, we can have some roast sparrow. Very tasty. Very sweet.
Yeah, that's better.
Blimey. Hey, what are those made of, Joe?
Well, they're mostly made from incendiary bombs that have been damaged by fire.
What's this? What's this? That stove is not to be ignited without the consent of the vicar.
What are you talking about? It's only a fire.
Oh, it'll have to be notified. There'll be a rumpus. Who lit it?
The wardens.
The wardens. Did they? Cheers the fireplace up a notch fire, didn't it?
Yes, well, perhaps if you made a big noise, the mouse would jump down the hole.
What? Look, leave the mouse where it is and you jump down the old missus.
Now, that wasn't very kind, was it, Mr. Roberts?
You keep out of this, dear. The raid's been on 10 minutes and I haven't received a single Manning report yet. Ah, that's it. Hello? Yes, yeah. Oh, righto, Mr. Yeldon. Yes, thank you very much. Right, thank you. Right, Mr. Yeldon, they're standing by in Khyber Road. Hello? Yeah. Chimney on fire? Right, give me the details, will you? Right. Yes. Yeah, right. Yes, get this down, Mrs. Cole, yes?
Yes.
Right. That's the end, dear. That's the end.
Look, we can't have a vital channel of communication blocked by this domestic trivia.
There's nothing trivia about a chimney on fire, mate. An enemy bomber could see it miles away. Yes, where is it? Right, yes. A large building next to St Alden's Church, Mortimer Road.
Ready.
A large building next to St Alden's Church. A large building. Yeah, next to St Alden's Church. Worse than your lot, she is. Mortimer Road. Road. R-O-A-D. Right. Get on to the fire brigade, will you, Mrs Cole?
Right.
Now what do you think you're up to, Mr. Maverick?
Please, Vicar, we're very busy. Will you go away?
Do you realise you've set the chimney on fire? The stove in it all has become a raging fiery furnace.
Fiery furnace? Yeah, just a minute. This is a large building next to St Alden's Church.
Yes, I know. Oh, blimey, get out!
He lit it.
It was its firelighters that did it.
Well, it's never happened before. Normally, they don't burn.
What are you doing about it, Wilson?
Well, when it happened in the nursery, Nanny put some salt on it.
Blimey, it's a fire, not a pigeon.
Sir, I have the fire brigade now. Shall I ask them to pop round?
Certainly not. Make us a laughing stock of the neighbourhood. Tell them it's a false alarm. Come on, Gerald, you and I up the tower.
Shall we take the pumps?
Yes, get the pump.
Come on, man.
Excuse me, Mr. Maverick. Yes. I had the key of the cupboard. I can bring some bandages.
Oh, yes, all right. Here we are.
Bog peat, Mr. Mannering.
What do you say?
Bog peat. One barrel of bog peat would put that fire out in a minute.
Go do be sensible.
Oh, but sorry. I've seen it.
Mr. Mannering! Mr. Mannering! Captain Mannering! Captain Mannering!
What is it, Jones?
The chimney's on fire, sir.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, well, if you lean out, sir, look, you can see. It's like a Roman candle, the sparks coming out. But you've got to be careful, sir, because there's a 40-foot drop down here, you know. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mannering. You saved my life then. I won't forget that, Mr. Mannering.
Oh, look, get out of the way. Come on, Pike, give me a lift up.
Yes, sir.
Right, get inside, Jones.
I can't, Mr. Mannering. I'm sitting on the window catch and it's made of cold steel, and it's... every time I move, it goes in a funny position, and I don't like it, Mr. Mannering. I don't like it.
Now, look. There's a ledge out here, and I'm going to inch along it until I can see if I can get to the roof.
Right. Hey, what's going on? Get out of the way. Come on, this is an ARP matter. Come on, out of there. Come on, off there.
I'm in an embarrassing position.
What are you talking about? His trousers are hooked by the gusset.
Well, get your trousers off.
Not in front of his reverence.
Come on, you can't stay there. Get your trousers off.
Stop it! Get out of it! Get out of it!
What's going on here?
Get out.
Leave her alone.
Mr. Mannering, they're trying to take my trousers off.
Come in, you rotting Jones. Wilson?
Yes, sir?
There's a gap between the tower and the roof.
Oh.
So if you'll hand me a plank, I'll put it across.
Well, I haven't got a plank. Why should I have a plank?
Here, there's a ladder here, sir. What about that?
Well done, Walker. Show it out. What's the matter?
I've relieved myself, sir. It's quite all right, sir.
Get out of the way.
He's not very nice, is he?
Yeah, hang on. Come on. I can't do it that way. Hang on. Bring it up. Take it back. Take it back.
Get off the bannisters.
Right.
Back inside.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mannering. Thank you. You saved my life. I won't forget that, Mr. Mannering.
Grab the ladder.
Hey, look, if you ease it along there, you can get it on the edge of the sill.
Look, hurry up. Blimey, a German bomber will see that chimney on fire for miles.
All right. Careful. Right. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mannering. You saved my life again.
Come on now. Get round the corner.
Right, sir.
Find that crumbling bit on the corner.
Right, sir.
Blimey.
I've got it, sir.
I don't like this. I get verdigris terrible.
Where you gave me that bucket of sand, Mr. Yateman? I've been polishing it all for 30 years, sir. I can't see it go up like a bundle of kindling.
Right. I think it's firm enough then now.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. I will test it, sir. I'll test the ladder, sir.
Well, hurry up, you old fool, and don't talk so much.
Yes, right, sir. It's all right so far. All right, sir.
Now, Jones, when you get on the other side,
Yes, sir.
edge your way along the roof.
Yes, sir.
See if you can reach the chimney from there.
Right, sir.
See if you can reach the chimney from there.
Right, sir.
Pike, Walker, get down on the catwalk and see if you can work your pump from there.
Hold on, Joe.
He needs water.
Water.
Look, there are plenty of buckets down at the hall.
Oh, come on, Godfrey, come on.
Aren't you coming? Oh, no, I'm going to pass it through.
Come on, Grandad, hurry up.
Mr. Mannering! Mr. Mannering! If I had a bucket of water, I could throw it down the chimney.
Pass water. Pass the word back to water.
Hurry up, hurry up. Oh.
There you are.
More.
Oh, Lord.
Water coming.
Water coming.
That's it. Careful, water
Right.
coming. Water coming. Water coming. Right.
Water coming. Oh!
I've still got a bucket of sand here. Look out, take my pies with it.
More water!
How much more? Are you ready, Joe?
Yeah, almost. You're not having this one. I'm going to do it, mate.
More water.
More water.
Pumping, Joe. More water. More water. 10 more water. More water. More water.
You saved my life! You remind me of Mr. Mannering.
More water coming on. More water coming on. Coming on.
All right, Joe, quick as we can.
Coming on. More water.
It is your church, Vicar. Get it yourself.
I quite agree.
Get some more water.
Mr. Mannering! Mr. Mannering! If I slide down the roof, I can get next to the chimney. I draw myself up to my full height, and I will pour the water down the chimney.
Don't talk so much and get on with it.
Yes, very good, sir. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. It's hot in the funny place, sir. I can't, sir. I'm on fire.
Don't worry, Mr. Jones. I'll put you out. Stop.
Mr. Mannering! I think they put me out.
Look, the fire's gone out.
Good heavens, how did that happen?
When I went down there the last time, sir, I put some salt on it.
Well done, my men. Get back to the tower. Careful how you go.
You be careful, Mr. Mannering. This ladder's poised very delicately on the edge of it. I'm afraid it's smashed to smithereens, sir. I don't get to stay up there for a wee while longer.
Wilson?
Yes?
Go to the builder's yard and get a ladder.
All right. What are you talking about? It'll take half an hour. Get the fire brigade.
Not likely.
It's all right for you. You're as dry as a bone. I'm soaking wet.
Well, that's your fault for chucking water about like a 6-year-old child.
You wouldn't say that if you was as wet as I was.
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, now's your chance to try, isn't it?
Wilson!
What is it now?
Perhaps if the fire brigade aren't doing anything else, they wouldn't mind popping round.
Thank you.